The House of Representatives has summoned the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, to appear before its Committee on Police Affairs following rising concerns that some security personnel deployed to checkpoints in the southeast and south-south regions are not properly kitted while on duty. During Thursday's plenary, Abia State lawmaker Honorable Ibe Osonwa raised a motion of urgent public importance, describing the development among officers of the Nigeria Police and the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps as alarming and a serious threat to national security. He warned that the practice undermines public confidence and accountability within the nation's security architecture.
The House has observed that this gross lack of proper identification at checkpoints creates a dangerous climate of ambiguity, making it virtually impossible for citizens to distinguish between genuine security personnel and criminal impersonators, thus constituting a severe risk to national security and public safety. The House also observes that the alarming rate of extortion reports and harassment of abuse of power at these checkpoints, which is a significantly exorbitant amount, by our officers in plain clothes, is making it difficult to track and discipline these officers that are errant and extremely dangerous and fuels continued criminal impunity.
Adopting the motion, the House directed the Inspector General of Police to appear before the Committee on Police Affairs to explain the reasons behind the trend and what measures are being taken to correct it. In a related motion, Honorable Ahmed Sabah from Kwara State urged the federal government to provide humanitarian relief materials, healthcare services, and clean water to communities in Patigi and its environs recently affected by insurgent attacks. He commended the Nigerian Army for swiftly restoring peace in the affected areas.
Mr. Speaker, I ask Congress that of ongoing effort of the Nigerian Army and other security agencies, including police, force, Department of State Security Services, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, and local vigilante group to combat the bandits and restore peace, as well as support provided by Kwara State government to alleviate the people's suffering. Mr. Speaker, the House believes that immediate and coordinated humanitarian assistance is urgently required to prevent further hardship and to enable displaced persons to recover and rebuild their livelihood. Mr. Speaker, the House resolved as follows: urge the Federal Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Poverty Alleviation, to urgently provide the relief materials, including food items, temporary shelter, medical supplies, clothing, bedding, and clean water to displaced persons in the affected communities.
Also at plenary, Honorable Unyime Idem from Akwa Ibom State called for federal intervention in the oil spillage and environmental degradation affecting several communities in Ukanafun local government area, including Udong Urom Iso and Ubong Udu.
Concerned that the persistent oil spillages have contaminated water sources, destroyed farmlands, killed aquatic life, and subjected residents to economic hardship and health risk, with visible crude oil floating on streams and rivers and used for drinking and domestic purposes. Also concerned that all appeals and petitions by the affected communities to National Oil Spill Detection and Response Agency, NOSDRA, Nigerian Petroleum Company Limited, Shell, BP, and other relevant agencies have yielded no results, while similar affected areas such as Ogoniland have received federal intervention and environmental cleanup projects.
Meanwhile, a bill seeking to require a 2/3 majority vote of both chambers of the National Assembly before the removal of the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission scaled the second reading. The bill, sponsored by Honorable Yusuf Gagdi from Plateau State, aims to strengthen institutional independence and reduce political interference in the nation's anti-graft agency.
However, 2 decades later, Mr. Speaker, the landscape of financial crime has evolved far beyond what the current law envisages. Cybercrime, cryptocurrency manipulation, illicit financial flows, terrorism financing, and real estate-based money laundering had become prevalent. Yet, the EFCC operate under outdated provisions that do not adequately address those new realities. Furthermore, Mr. Speaker, the existing Act does not provide sufficient guarantees for the independence of the Commission, exposing it to external influence and political interference.
In another development, the House moved closer to potential state creation as a bill seeking to carve Ijebu State out of the present Ogun State, sponsored by Honorable Olufemi Ogunbanwo and 3 others, passed second reading. The proposed legislation has been referred to the Constitution Review Committee for further legislative consideration. From national security concerns to calls for state creation, the Thursday's plenary reflected the House's renewed push for accountability, equity, and institutional reform across key sectors of governance.